the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's Sanders. And his throw here is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And it's 3rd down. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Fannin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Get it! 6, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And it'll be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
That's right.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing is Jackson. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Ravens at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
At the 41-yard line.
Jackson, option right. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They go play action with Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw again is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Check.
On play action, here's Shedeur. Left side, he's got the tight end, Fannin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guy's getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
This one, he's stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. In motion comes the tight end left. Sanders once more. Open man, that's Bond. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Marking down at the 9. To throw is Sanders. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Throwing, Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Cedric Tillman, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Pretty ideal right there. Keeping yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'll get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's Jackson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Henry is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Browns' 5-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. This time they stay on the ground. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And all the way down to the 29. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Warriors 17. Let's go.
Sanders.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide.
Still moving. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
And set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it will be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Now it's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Now Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Give up the middle, Jenkins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. That is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, here's Jenkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll go down at the 28. 69 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
It's a gain of 6.
Ready?
First down, Cleveland.
Bronco 80. Steady.
Sanders to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18. 19. 18. Say, hey.
Play action. It's Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60. 19 Lions.
Here's Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
Judkins.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Here we go. Set. Ready.
Trying to hammer it in with Judkins.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Quinshon Judkins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are able to extend their lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
21. Ravens 10.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Running room at the 50. Look out. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Crow caught by Flowers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16.
Now Jackson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Jackson now. And Walker has it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
2nd and 5.
Let's go. Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw now, here's Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fannin.
So nothing doing there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
An inside run with Jenkins.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That's a 65-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Jackson.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Baltimore first down.
Throwing is Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
A short one there, caught by Likely. Look at the big man rumble. Inside the 10.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
The Ravens will line up.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
97 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Here we go, set. 18, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Rig. Warriors, 70.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
What a call there on third down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Tag! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
70 Timberwolves, Cougar 19.
A give, here's Judkins.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by 1 score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot, making the offense go the long way to try and score.
60 Maverick, 18 Rattler, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll try it now with Judkins.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Jackson.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the fourth quarter.
Here comes second down.
Hey, officer,
One last shot for Jackson. One last shot at the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.